Hello and welcome to Proverb Minutes. Today let's talk about something that's been proclaimed in the Bible that's beyond misunderstanding. It's very plain. For all the false religions that are out there, this declares the religion that Jesus came to teach and God demands that we have and hold dear in our hearts. So let's look at the scripture here in James 1:26. If anyone among you thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his own heart, this one's religion is useless. Pure and undefiled religion before God and the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their trouble, and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. That means not to join in the frenzies that are happening around the world, that join in rebellion and anarchy and the social disorder of it all. You can be angry and disappointed with the world and have frustrations, but to advance its own collapse is not the call of God. God is calling for us to become more united in getting along with one another. And if that's just our own families, then that's it. But to find only division in life is not what he's calling out for. And he's calling out for a clear example here when we break it down, that we don't want our hearts to be deceived. And that's what he's saying. You know, if you want to practice religion on my terms, you're going to go visit the needy. And this is pure and undefiled religion. You know, the orphans, the widows, and to keep oneself unspotted from the engaging of the anger and angst of the world, but to come to the peace of God. Because when we see this, his heart calls out for us to care. And that's the message when it's a call to visit orphans, because we're all orphans waiting to be adopted by God back into his kingdom. And widows, the motherless, or husbands without husbands, or husbands without wives. You know, it goes both ways. You know, if we find ourselves alone and lonely, we need a caring hand to reach out. And that's what God has called for. Care for those in need. Care for those that are suffering in life. And brethren, we're all suffering in life, so that means we all need to have care. We all need to be cared for. And we can only do that by uniting ourselves with one another instead of dividing against one another. What a shame that our country has fallen into this disarray of dysfunction, where people are only expressing their anger and not thankfulness for the love that can be had and offered in such a free, great country as this. Well, thank you for coming to Proverb Minutes. Go out and share your heart with somebody. Let's help one another get to that higher stance in life where we can truly claim to be children of God. Thanks for coming to Proverb Minutes. Subscribe. Go out and do what you got to do to help one another. And see you on the next ride. Bye for now.